Welcome back, survivors. I'm the SurvivalVis, and we return to Curse of the Dead Gods, where it has been a while since we talked about the game. And the reason we're back is because you can see right there in the, well, actually probably right below me, is that updates the Serpent's Catacombs. These have been out for a while, but this is the first kind of Tuesday toss-up where I don't have anything else kind of scheduled, where I'm going to probably go in and just try doing the long expedition or the long run of it. Now, there have been a few updates here and there, and I feel like Curse of the Dead Gods, it really excels, like, at an earlier state in the game. Like, you're just kind of learning the ropes and everything. Once you get so far in, though, it loses a lot of itself, if I'm honest. So what do we want? Okay, well, this is almost a necessity for the expeditions, is to get 100 corruption, or increase your corruption threshold to 120 per level, because there's a new modifier that sucks so much that should not be in unless it's a challenge mode. You know, I think we'll go gear and chests are dropped by enemies, has a chance of being higher. Although, maybe not actually. Maybe we'll go for when you defeat champion, the gold is doubled, because that'll help us later in. I was thinking about maybe trying to get this Grace of the Tempest, because that could help, but maybe what we'll try is the Yachts' Wrath instead. Because I do have to work on my parrying ability. So we'll try going in with this, and we're going to... right back here. I still love the art style and aesthetic for this. I'm just going to try moving the mic a bit down, forward. Okay, just so that way I can see the full screen. So we want Sich'al's Awakening, basically a mirror to Mock's Awakening. And this is to get the Dark Avatar of the Serpent down. I made it to him, but I have not actually bested him. Okay, there's a little bit of a difference, but... Now, one of the issues I have with Curse of the Dead Gods is it doesn't feel like it exactly scales as you progress. I think we'll just start with gold to get some money up. Like, the enemies all jump up in health so much, and damage that they do so much that it feels like it just stays a slog. Like, you don't actually develop and get stronger down the run. You just stay at the same level because everything's going above you at a certain rate. Like, one of the things is, when we start out, is there's no point in using many other melee weapons aside from maybe the sword or the claw for our main hand, just because there's just not much really good enough to warrant using anything else. There we go, we could use the environment for that a bit. I do just want to be careful as I'm going around, because one of the things that... a bit of a new trap to the Serpent run is that you can't really see certain, like, gas pools on the ground. Unless you have the torch out, you don't see certain traps, so... Mock's Awakening did have the same thing, like, that's it there. If you light it, it'll actually explode like that, but it can be hard to actually see it properly. So I want to be careful about those, because they won't take off a lot of health, but it's still just something that can easily be avoided if you're... I guess we'll take that, even though we're not really using fire attacks. At least not yet. And that is something that you can make use of, is if you light anybody on fire and push them into a gas pocket, it will detonate the gas. So it can be helpful for you, too. And we'll aim for some more gold. And we're just going to work our way down. I can't really say there's a certain path that'll treat you better. The best paths I've found have generally been to aim for something with a lot of stat bonuses, or the stat ones that you can just kind of pick up. This... I hate these, like... It's not because of looks that I dislike these things, it's because of what they do. Like, they basically have an invulnerability, unless you're using a heavy two-handed weapon, that they guarantee get out their little minion, and their attacks you don't interrupt unless it's a heavy striking weapon as well. Like, you see, goes invulnerable. I hate anything that gets a forced invulnerability like that. It's just so annoying to deal with sometimes. But there's that done. We're into the next area. And there are a lot more branching... Well, actually, there always were some branching paths in the game. Just go and try to... Actually, maybe I... Ooh, okay, be careful of that. We'll grab that. Maybe I should have gone for the... If you can clear without taking damage, because we're not doing too bad. The only problem is it's misleading. It says floor or room. Okay, there's a nice chest to find, though. It'd be nice if we can find something with fire damage. Although, that's another one that I don't think even works quite how it should. I feel like fire should do ticking damage to the enemies, but poison slows down their animations. Just to change them up, because all fire really does right now is... We're going to take the claw just because of a little effect, and we'll go relic route. We'll do relic and just straight up to get the gold, and then try for stats. Poison is the one that does kind of ticking damage over time, and all fire does is basically illuminate the enemy. I'd kind of imagine burning would do more to the undead than a poison thing would. Just, I mean, I'm pretty sure these things are undead. Some of them definitely are. Ah, stupid. Damn. AoE. Yeah, I'm getting sloppy here. But it's... There's not that much that I love the looks of the Serpent run, but I hate the enemies because they feel so rehashed. Like, I like the idea of that one kind of healer that will kind of counter you, but I hate the fact that it just does an AoE heal around it. Actually, that was a pretty nice combo we got off against it there, but don't expect to see many of those. The pistols are another one that I feel is just a bad inclusion right now. You know what, we're going to offer blood, and we are going to take that, because healing is always a huge boon in this one, especially with the Serpent run, because of how the environment is just much more trap-focused. Compared to the Jaguar run, you are going to encounter many more traps in that... Please don't be Dark Fervor. Dark Swiftness. Which one are you? Okay, it's the dodging one. And now our Claw's special ability is useless because we don't get perfect dodges anymore. At least I don't think we do. Yeah, but see, that's where we can get some health back. Oh, come on. I feel like the lighting for, like, the indicators of when attacks are going to go off don't line up quite right either. Okay, so that was it for this little area. Okay, so left or straight? I think straight is just, like, the main general path forward. We're going to go kind of the side route to try to find more goodies. pistol, Yeah, the pistol for all the charge up time. Again, things feel too similar for stats and numbers they deal. Damage-like. Okay, we will take that because the charged critical damage will be nice. But everything just starts feeling too similar, and there's no reason to get out of certain weapons. Like, not even, like, stat bonuses kind of come into play. It's more just because of the animations and how flexible you get to be with things. Like, when it comes to two-hand weapon, there's no point in the bow because they're so weak. And we'll just sneak all the way through that. And just sneak over here for this as well. Okay. Ow, god damn it. Oh, we're really not doing too good. Okay, we will take... You know, let's replace some of the fire attacks, because we don't have anything actually fire synergy at the moment. And that one just outclasses what we already had, so I guess we'll take... Up for another relic. The run ain't going so hot this time. I do admit it's been a while since I played, but... I don't mesh with it as much as I did when I first played the Jaguar route. Like, the Jaguar route, it was still frustrating in certain areas, sure, but... Ow. Let's at least get the healing one out there. Unfortunately, that doesn't... Yeah, like, the mace, no point in it. It's too slow, you don't have enough reaction time, and doesn't do enough damage. As much as it says 23 and it would be doing more, because of the speed, it doesn't feel like it. Now, if the damage was maybe increased more, I'd probably say it has more viability to it. Oh, and in some ways, I like the stamina system, so that way it causes you to have to be a little bit more tactical with stuff. In other ways, though, it's a pain in the ass. Yeah, there's a little secret way over here. Well, our first two-handed. Spears, I find the two-handed are a little better, because there's certain aspects of them that are helpful. Oh god, we're doing so badly right now. Why do you want to give me fire? Nothing... Okay, let's get a Divine Favor. And that actually will be helpful. So we're going to put that in... you know what? Yeah, we're going to offer blood. We're going to save the gold if we can, but... At least this way, using critical damage to heal us will help on the little bit we're going still. Okay, but at least with the stats, we probably... Hopefully we'll get the damage boost and maybe... What's this? It's kind of an interesting trade-off. Like, some of these modifiers are interesting trade-offs, others, though, are just awful. The latest one that they put in, the... Dark Fervor, which basically, you don't get corruption for going through the door, but now you constantly get a tick, or like 2 bits of corruption every so many seconds or so much time elapses. It is terrible to play with. Because you're forced to speedrun it, and you have to speedrun right to a boss in order to take it off. Now let's Is that... you know what, we will take that in exchange for that. Unfortunately, the summon ones don't give you... like, it was only... It's so minimum you get back, but at least it's something. Okay, we'll try that, because, I mean, I'm pretty bad at parries, but... I even took the modifier to improve my parry if I managed to get one off, so we'll try... Okay, at least... Oh, I hate that invulnerability crap. Yeah, there's a little bit, so... I mean, we still have some health with us. The boss for the first one, it's more corruption I feel they do than actual physical damage. So at least you're okay-ish there. But we'll see how this goes. This one, I think, will give a lot of people trouble the first time they encounter her and kind of figure out her mechanics. Like, what she does is basically every attack is going to spawn one of those little skulls out. Yeah, see, at least here we can... I just wish the weekend would last a little longer because of the way her fight works. But it's at least steady, and you can kind of understand the patterning to her. And then you also have to watch, too, because those ones she sends out are actually like a splash zone of damage. So if you get hit with one... Oh, no, I was dodging. God, stupid, freaking dumb. But you're definitely probably not going to take her down very quickly. She's probably going to be one of the fights where it is much slower like this to get your way through. Oh, come on. That little sliver left. There we go. So we at least doubled the gold, which is nice. It's just... it can be frustrating. Let's get rid of the Deadly Obsession, though, because I do feel like it would be better to... let's see. No, I think I want to keep the spear, because we can kind of... Oh, we will switch that out. And we're going to go for Haven... We're going to go Haven weapon up this way, because we have a lot of gold to work with, and we have a bit of corruption. Not a lot, though. You know what? We might as well top ourselves off. I know we're basically getting the modifier right back, but it's a trade-off we have to do. So this is a weapon, so it's basically just going to be like a gauntlet room challenge, yeah. Okay, yeah, probably be better to get rid of. Ah, stupid. Oh, the dumb, stupid. There we go. Oh, and now we have the elites. Oh, come on. That was the trap that set it off, not me. Now get into there. There we go. And I hate the elites because they just are something thrown in too constantly much in the later stages of the game. Like, unless you get one of those 30% bonus weapons or... Ah. And the range on... It doesn't mesh as well as it used to for me. Too much of the game feels weirdly and arbitrarily BS at times. There we go. Like, make the elites not a common thing, or reduce the how often you encounter them after the first boss. It becomes mandatory to take things like this. I'm taking it solely for the damage boost against enemy or the elites or bosses because it basically becomes mandatory. It's bad design when that becomes mandatory. Dark Mysteries. That's the one you have to get off too, so no matter what else we have to get rid of the Dark Mysteries first. It's... Again, it feels like what really made me enjoy the first run. Like, even though it was frustrating on some of the longer ones... There we go. Okay, bust you away, and... Yeah, nothing off of this area. I think it comes down to, again, just too much feels... doesn't quite line up as well as the other one did. I really probably should have let that just go for getting a bit of health back. Oh, shoot. Again, Okay, well, we found a chest. What's in here? We're going to take it, because that can be pretty helpful. It does have the critical thing, which will be helpful, especially for what's, well, up ahead, basically all the elite stuff that's coming. So that's not a bad find. What the? That's another thing, is how stupid some of these new traps are. There we go, but like... Okay, that's nice to see, though. Getting nice returns back of health like that is very appreciated. There we go. You can tell I don't know exactly how the best time with some stuff like this as we go through. Oh, we will get that, though, for only 28. Yes, please. I want the weapons to feel more diverse, whereas a mace feels like it does a lot more damage than another weapon, enough to offset it so that way the speeds don't cancel each other out. And that's... oh, shoot. Okay, yeah, this guy... yeah, you gotta watch those ones. They kind of remind me a bit of... from the first run. Oh, for frick's sakes. Stupid asinine. And then also, another thing I'm hating too are the stalls between when weapons will actually, like, trigger off attacks. For some reason, certain attack stances you can get off a lot easier than others. I don't know why, though. Well, I mean, certain weapons, yes, but even the same weapon at certain stances you can't. I sort of can understand it when it comes to the... okay, that's actually not bad to get, so maybe we'll take... we'll use blood, because we don't have that much corruption right now. I like the idea of triggering a parry automatically, because I feel like the visual cues don't line up as well. I know I have a lot of grievances that I voice with it, but it's just because I really do actually enjoy a lot of the game. There's just stuff that needs tweaking number-wise. Art style is superb. The atmosphere feels incredible in what you're aiming for in something like this, but... okay, well, at least this is... okay, we'll bump you out of that. And we'll get a few smacks in. There we go. There we go. At least, like, that is good to get, is having a healing with crit for the elites, because it's going to get even worse the further down we go. So, I don't think I'm going to replace that sword too soon. Oh lord, one of these. You can suck it. I think she even got that off after I hit her. Like, normally I thought attacks would interrupt me, but I don't know about that one there. Seemed like I might have gotten some damage, but she died too, so who knows. What do we got here? Yeah, I knew that was coming. I hate the... just kind of that... H greed kill restores 1. Ooh, heal 10% of gold off the amount. That's actually not bad. I think we'll swap it out for that one there. Because that means every one that I go through and get gold offerings with will help us along. And what's our next... alright, we won't know what this is until the effects actually take place. So this could be bad. This could be terrible. This could be awful. Like, We'll see if we get any random corruption just kind of applied to us, and if we do, we know that we've got the worst modifier right now. And we're just going to do that. Okay, so that wasn't too bad to take care of that. No, corruption, unfortunately, isn't something you interact with too much unless certain weapons give you, like, for more corruption you have, more damage it does. Okay, that was pretty nice to do nice quickly there. Yeah, stop her before she can throw, and we're going right along. So I'll probably keep this maybe as one big episode or break it up into a couple of smalls. I don't know if we'll actually beat the run. I have not yet, and it is very difficult once you actually get to the last boss. Well, that's nice to kind of just watch happen to him. Okay, that... Oh, no, actually, no, that's not as good as I thought. It's only under the final curse. Oh. I think I want to take this, actually. Like, any healing exceeds max health is turned into gold. So, because we use our critical... we may be able to build up a lot of gold on this fight. The second boss isn't actually too bad of a fight. You just have to, again, kind of be patient and understand how the cycles work on them. Okay, now he's going to go into his berserk state. Okay, another berserk state, but we're going to be a bit smarter about it, and we're just going to... Yeah, he's basically mostly turnstile, so you can get the feeling of how he flows much easier. There we go. So we got, I think, some extra gold back. Oh, I think I know what it might have been. I have a feeling the other one is that Auric Malediction, which is a crappy as hell one. It is. Lose as much gold as you take damage, but you take 25% less damage. Oh, that... I mean, that's interesting. I don't think we're going to get up to max health too soon. I feel like we may do that. Because this is going to be an interesting mix, and I don't want to get more corruption if I can avoid it, so... We got... Looks like both sides are going to get us 2 stats, so maybe we'll aim... We'll try going with gold on the way up, because we have the one relic, I think, that gives us a damage bonus the more gold we get. But look at the change of atmosphere now. Or the change of scenery. I mean, granted, this place is extremely deadly because of all the traps. Like the poison skewer and the... things like that. but it still looks phenomenal. Okay, at least we're through that. There we go. We're actually 3297. I guess did we gain a little bit of... Ooh. Okay, right. Careful of those, because it's the ones with the glowing eyes that you have to watch out for. Oh, heck no. No, we're keeping this... I guess it's called the Titan Slayer, I think? Yeah, Titan Slayer. This is probably our best bet for going up against the last boss with. Oh, the trap's destroyed. Okay, so I don't have to be super careful there. And... ah, shoot. There we go. Okay, so... we are actually getting quite a bit of gold, so this is what? Is critical boss... oh, I think I may take this. Because of the stat modifier that, like, the extra health. Because we might be able to boost that up a bit as we go further along the run. But again, it never feels like you really do super amounts of damage as you go along. Yeah, we'll just have you spray around us there. Okay. What's this? What do we got here? Well, okay, you're not bad to handle. Oh, it's the stupid prophet behind you there. That could be annoying. There we go. Alright, and I do like that the crit damage heals us a bit. As well as the enemy killed health restored too. The biggest thing, I think, is that the game gets really difficult unless you get yourself a way to heal. And so you just have to spam the dodging there. Okay, another fight room. So... ah, you stupid, dumb things. So just gonna be best to... there we go. Okay, so not bad, and we're actually pretty up there in health, too. That's not gonna be worth it, though. Yeah, I basically traded off the main hand weapons because there's nothing they'll do. I want to go for a time attack. Yeah, we're going to go for time because this could be a lot of gold we can get from it. If we can do it quick. Because the relic here, 2% per 1,000, so we can get up to 10% more damage if we get 10,000 gold. Whether we actually will or not, kind of hard to say, but... Okay, so actually, quite a bit of gold to come back to us. So, that should put us up at another 6%. And definitely the stats, because I think we're going to boost our stats as high as we can get, and then we'll be able to see how we fare against the boss. It's going to be very tough, I'm not going to lie. The final boss, is much like the first runs, where it is super... Oh, there we go. Actually, that worked out for us, though. Ah, you stupid dodge. There we go. Yeah, health is coming and going pretty wildly at this stage. Okay, so we got 2 ways to go. Either straight up... I've never actually seen this thing before. Okay, it's just ornament. So, snake fountain. I guess we're going to try going oh, lord. Okay, well, straight got us this, which is useless, so let's... Oh, that was a lot to dodge through. God, I love the looks of it, though. Not many people, or not many games, have utilized the Mesoamerican stylings, and it's kind of a shame when you get to see places like this, or games that do it like this. Okay, it's just you left, and you're an easy smash and bash. So now for here... Yeah, we're going to take that, because the health is going to help with our Titan Slayer. Gold find, nah, kind of. I don't think corruption we'll worry too much about, because we're basically down to just 2 rooms to go. Gold and another stats. I think that's a corruption level, though? Yep, it is. Gold puncture. Okay, this isn't bad because we can get health back at the end of the run, or at the end of the stage. Smack. Now, does that only heal me once or twice? Because it technically... no, we're going to keep... Yeah, we're definitely keeping the Whispering Aegis, because the auto parry is nice if we'll be using that weapon. Probably won't, but still, kind of just nice to get. It's kind of hard to say as we'll go along. I didn't actually get anything to replace the crappy main hand I've got. Ah, shoot. Snag what coin we can. There we go. But now imagine this without the 120 corruption threshold. I feel like that might be a number that has to be brought down. Not the 120 to start, but the how much you get just for going through an area. It feels like you're getting so much corruption as you go along. Now, Schmack. That's a nice little bit of health there. What are you? I may actually try taking that. Yeah, I don't think we're going to have the environment kill anything anymore. Actually, we haven't probably had it doing that for a while, so... Not exactly like we're giving anything up there. And I think we're nearing the stats. Oh, yeah, this is the only way to go, so this is probably the last room before the stat altar. Ooh, that's a doozy. Oh, no, was this just the gold before it then? Nope, not as good as Titan Slayer. Yeah, okay, now it's going to be stats, and then we're going to be up to the final boss. He's a tough one with some interesting mechanics. God, drops just get so heavy in the late stages. Alright, welcome to all we basically use the main hand for now, is to clear the way. Okay, we'll pick that up. Okay, well, that's an annoying elite, but nothing we can't really deal with too. Okay, that was really nice. Just move through here, because I think that actually... Oh. Well, I guess we're getting to the end maybe sooner than I was aiming for. But you can bash your way back. Like, that's... I feel like I should have gotten that parry off. Okay, there we go. And through here, across the river. And is this the last area before the stats? Not quite. But we are going to see what's down the trap way. Because the gold will be nice and helpful. Even if it is just that little bit. Oh, you can actually dodge right through those. I didn't realize that. Okay, let's start smashing and bashing. Interrupt that. Oh, shoot. There we go. How are we sitting? Oh, we actually got 10,000. Ah. I am going to take it, because we can't get the final curse from this now. I don't, or at least if the boss does give it to us, we only gain the curse after the stage is finished, so this may work, depending on what this is. Alright, what is it? Meet the worst modifier in the game. Dark Fervor. Corruption now passively increases over time, going through no longer provokes corruption. It's not a good trade-off, because you're going to easily get more corruption through the stage, just for the time it takes. Like, I think it's 2 every so... Okay, so the boss is right there. Now, this is why he's annoying, is because he'll summon his little things, and he can do a pretty... And if he hits one of his little things with his own attack, he will actually heal from that. And he summons them so stupidly frequently, too. Like, this is BS in my opinion. This is the worst. Like, look at how badly off this is. He summons them at every turn, and he heals from them way too much. It should be he summons them at every phase shift. God damn, it's stupid. Meet why I hate the new run. You screwed up big. It's not a fun fight when he spams a healing summon every second attack. Every 25%, he summons one out. That's what it is. Not every second attack. You guys, you screwed up with this one. The other guy, yeah, he dealt a lot of damage, but he did not heal and you could relay his pattern well. This one, you can't leave them alive because he is going to absorb them and there's health back to him. It's just... thumbs down. Thumbs down. I mean, I could get into it much more heated, but it's not going to help anything unless I just say this. Change it to every 25% he'll summon the 3, and then give him some more attacks that he does outside of that. Because he can basically restore himself to above that threshold if he gets them. It's just a stupid idea that you put in. It is. It's nothing but stupid. So that was the less fun run of the Serpent path. It's not as enjoyable as the Jaguar because of a few things. Traps are much harder to see and work with. There are more abundance of them in my opinion, but they just don't work in ways you can predict that well. Like the Serpent Spew, yeah, you can use that, but you have to push them pretty hard into it. The weird bulb spine shooter, how the hell does the pattern work? It goes in random directions every time you see it. And the corruption also gets too damn high towards the end too. And Dark Fervor, remove it. Remove Dark Fervor. It's the worst modifier I've seen on a non-challenge run ever. So, all that adds up to just... it's not a good implementation right now. Change it so that way the stupid little summoner things, they don't get the invulnerability. Reduce the amount of elites that you see in the run. And especially, work that last boss to be enjoyable. Not a spam summon healing bullshit it is. Got me worked up, but I think you can see justifiably so, considering what we were up against. It would work fine if he even doesn't heal from them. Why? Because then you can actually use him to help you, but you can't. We're going to end the episode off here. Let me know your feedback and your thoughts on the Serpent run. My opinion, it needs a lot of work towards the last boss and some of the minor things down the way. The weapons, the numbers, they're all too constricted and you never really feel like you're progressing in the game. You slog, and then it's the same slog, and then it's the same slog. Like, only with the Titan Slayer and all the healing we got did we actually feel like we were doing damage. And even then, look at how much it took to kill some of these things. If you're at endgame, you kind of want to feel like you're powerful. You don't. You're just the same as you started, and it takes forever to take a simple thing down. So, we're going to end things off here. Thank you guys for joining me, and I'll catch you in the next video. Until then, survivors, remember to take care, and stay alive. It's not a good one.